Welcome to another episode of Steam Q. What is the Secret World? It's an MMO. It's a horror slash modern world looking MMO. As you can see, we got some nice looking, town landscape around here. It's nice and foggy, Silent Hill like. We got some zombies chilling down there. Yeah. This game was developed by Funcom. I believe it was published by EA. I know, guys, it's scary. It's EA games. Blur. Um, Actually, it's probably one of the better MMOs that I've played personally because I like this kind of setting. After so many years of playing fantasy MMOs, you kind of get sick of that shit real fast. I was gonna get Elder Scrolls, but then I looked into it and it's got the whole sub model again, and then there was WildStar, and I'm like, no, you know what? We're just gonna stick with this for a while. So first, I'm gonna get the basic shit out of the way. This video is going to be probably 2 parts, maybe 3. I think there's a lot to cover with this game that I should explain fully. People would like to know what they're getting into before they buy it. I mean, I'll try to cover it in one video, but I think it's going to be a 2-parter. I'm probably going to start with the pricing options to get that shit out of the way, because when you're playing a new MMO, these days, most people really care about how much does it cost, what's the longevity for the price point, is it anything like WoW, which this game is nothing like WoW. Warcraft, yeah, no, sorry. I played that game for a few years, and I prefer this overall. Okay, so first thing to start with is price. You can buy this on Steam or through the Funcom website for $29.99. You can upgrade to the Massive Edition, which is $60. The Massive Edition includes DLC, which is this is how this game works. Okay, you buy the first game, you get the first four issues presented in comic book style. You get 4 issues, which are like end game content. Then later on, when you start getting better, you can buy issues 5, 6, 7, 8, and I believe there should be a 9th issue coming, or is already out. It's been a while since I played. But yeah, so the Massive Edition gives you issues 5, 6, and 7. You also get some starter beginner weapons, which are a little bit better than the regular weapons you start out with. You get experience potions, AP boosts, and Steam exclusive hoodie and t-shirt if you buy through Steam. And that's not a real t-shirt, by the way. This is for your in-game character to wear. It goes on sale probably I'm going to say every 3 to 4 months, at least. At least through Steam. I've seen it go on sale multiple times. I think I've gotten this game for as low as 12 or 13 bucks. Somewhere around there. Anyway, this game is a pay-to-play, free-to-play game with the option of a subscription, surprisingly. The standard subscription model is $14.99 a month. It gets you a... What the hell's wrong? Oh, that's why. Derp. It gets you an AP point boost, plus you get 1,200 points to spend in the item store whenever you like. And if it's subscription, I think they're under some kind of bonus points, and they expire every 6 months. So if you are a subscriber and you are doing it for the free bonus points every month plus the extra bonus, like the items, you might want to make sure you spend your points within 6 months because they will expire. The other nice thing about being a subscriber is you get membership only items, which are basically for your character's looks. I think the items, like when I first started playing, was this cool pet that you could fly around, or masks and fucking hats and shirts and different little shit that makes your character look cool. It's all aesthetic shit. But it's a nice little incentive for subscribing monthly. There's also the Grand Master Pack, which if you give these guys $200, basically you have unlimited lifetime subscription. So, actually, which is kind of a good deal if you plan on playing for multiple years. If you're one of these heavy-duty subscribers where, say, you buy a year subscription at a time, it's already going to cost you $100. So why not, pay for 2 months or for 2-year subscription in one go, and you'll be unlimited for the rest of your life. Whatever. Anyway, so it's $200 for the Grandmaster Pack. You get unlimited subscription. You get your monthly items. You get 1,200 points per month, as with the regular sub. You also get early access to DLC. So whenever a DLC comes out, you get to play it first over anybody that's not subscribed or doesn't do the membership shit, which is actually kind of nice. And after that, you can buy points, which are basically used for these guys. These guys used for Funcom's item shop, and I'm gonna start with that because why not? You want to play a game that's got an item shop, you're gonna want to know what's gonna cost you money, if it's worth it or not, whatever. So, oh wow, she's got like, I didn't think she still played this account. Okay, apparently she does. Anyway, oh yeah, just so for you're wondering, I'm using Sin's account right now because she has a character that's past the tutorial part, but not so high as our main characters are, because I don't want to, go into the end game part. I want to give everybody an opening view, but I don't want to go through all that tutorial shit, man. It takes too fucking long. So anyway, up here, this is your Funcom points right here. This is bonus points for membership. When you subscribe to being a member, you get these points once a month. You get 10 points, and you can use those towards specialty items that are in the store. And these are your bonus points, which you get once a month as long as you're a subscriber. So, once you buy your points, actually, I can show you how to buy points. You go buy points, and you scroll down, and there you go. If you're a Steam player, when you do this, you have to buy through your Steam wallet. Just a heads up. You gotta buy through Steam wallet. If you buy it through their website, then you can use anything you want. So let's go take a look at the veteran options. These are your veteran options. The only thing in here that I would suggest buying, if you're not into just looks, oh, that's a mold. I don't want the molds. What am I doing down here? There we go. Veteran weapons. They come out at QL 10, which is the highest QL quality. QL means quality. It's the highest quality gear you can get. I think they're all blue weapons too, which is above the white or green weapons, but not as high as like the epics, or what they call epics in here. These are great for starting out when you want to take on some of the bigger, higher, tougher challenges. Outside of that, they're not really all that game changing, so it's not a big problem. Boosts. This here, some people might have problems with. These are stuff that you can buy with your, well, what the hell? Oh, I want to get rid of that. There we go. This is stuff that is actually the game changing parts of the entire thing, but even that, I don't think it's breaking anything. For example, we got the AP injection right here, okay? So when you buy this, it grants 25 AP, which is action points, which is down here. I will get into this later, so if you're confused now, just calm your tits. But anyway, this will give you ability points, which you can buy skills with. You cannot use it if your AP is higher than 150, and you can only use 2 of these per 24 hours. So basically, you can buy as many, unlock all the skills you want, which it doesn't really affect anybody in the long run because you can't really do much with it. You can get to your most wanted skills faster, but in the same light, it's also going to cost you a fuck ton of money. Which one is this? No. The Reconstructor is kind of useful. It repairs all your damaged items on your character. It's a 1 hour cooldown, which I would say in a dungeon run, this thing would be highly useful. After that, you can buy potions that give you ratings like penetration, and I'm not sure how they affect PvP. I don't think it's a big enough deal because you can get a lot of potions throughout the game that pretty much do the exact same thing. Here's a couple other things. Extra gear slot manager, extra inventory slots, extra bank slots. Those are quality of life. Barbershop coupon. That one's kind of a piss off, but I'm pretty sure you can pay money to use the barbershop anyway. And character transfers, of course. That's basically your pay to win features in this game. Otherwise, everything else is all outfits. Oh, sorry, I forgot about the issues. This is your DLC. This is you get extra missions, basically more things to do. I don't know anything about the scenarios yet because I haven't gotten that far yet. I haven't played in quite a while, so yeah. Alright, so anyway, like I was saying, the rest of this shit is basically all accessories, clothing, stuff to make your character look cool. And the nice thing about this, unlike, Warcraft, you can dress however the fuck you want. You can make your character look badass as fuck, and it does not affect your armor rating. Because your armor rating is actually a separate entity, which is kind of nice. I don't really care for the shop on the grounds that it is kind of expensive. I think the average outfit is $20. I'm pretty sure it's 600 Funcom points for $5. So the average outfit's about $10. Um, when you're a member, it doesn't really matter because you're going to get your bonus points up here anyway, and you can just buy whatever the hell you want. When you buy one thing from the shop, it does not unlock for all characters. This is another thing I want to tell people because a lot of people get confused with this and start losing their shit. You can buy now, and you'll unlock this for the specific character you're playing. If you buy account wide, it only unlocks for the gender that you are playing. So if you're playing a male character and say you bought this, this would unlock for every male character on the account, not the females, because apparently the female models are different. It's like dresses. You can't translate that to men's stuff. The tux, I don't know why they wouldn't do that, but I'm guessing it's the same thing. You can only buy for the certain gender. Let me just click the button and see. Yeah, see, right down here. Clothing items are gender specific, so keep that in mind when you go to buy, if you want to buy something that's account wide. You do get a big savings. So if you want to buy the same outfit for like 5 different characters, it's kind of cool. Otherwise, yeah. What else we got here? So this here is more just crap you can buy. Wow, they added weapon molds. This here is the equivalent of Warcraft's transmog system. You can change your weapon to look like different things, and that's another cool, feature that's in the game. Anyway, so that's pretty much the shop in a nutshell. It's not pay to win. It is very much the opposite of that. Because you don't really win in the long run. Like I said, the only thing that would concern anybody would be the QL10 blue weapons, but again, those aren't even worth even talking about. So that's out of the way. Now, let's go into the graphics settings, because this here is going to fuck a lot of people up. This game requires a powerful PC. If you don't have all that powerful PC, your results are going to be hit and miss with this game. So, video options. Me, personally, I have everything set on Ultra. Like, I'm good to go. I'm running a 780. I'm getting about 57 frames per second. Between 45 and 57. Some maps will lag you. Kind of sucks, but that's just the nature of the game. It's, I don't know, terrible. I guess NVIDIA users will have the most problem with this game, but you can fix that. When I was playing before, I was using this laptop and I couldn't run the game on full settings because I had a shitty graphics card. So, run on DirectX 9. If you have any lag issues that are really severe, run on DirectX 9. Make sure this is off, this is off. These two right here pretty much fuck your system. And then when you go into advanced, I believe advanced graphics settings you should put down to about a 2. And I believe view distance you want to put down to a 2 or a 3 as well, and that should take care of most of the lag issues for a wide range of settings. For the most part, it's all standard, I think. I like the sliders. Valmir, you were asking why I like sliders, because you can do so much more with the sliders. You can customize every little thing with like just a little see. Anyway, yeah. Alright, so that's all good. I'm on Ultra. You guys know the issues. If you have any issues, do go to their forums. They have some really smart and awesome people. Interface options. This is all basically pretty good. I believe... Where's it at? I'm trying to find the camera. Camera follow mode. This is something I believe you want to turn off, because when you start running, it resets the camera, and I really hate that. It's personal preference. If you guys prefer that, that's cool. You can rebind all your keys, which is nice. Actually, this game, for anybody that uses X-Padder, you can play this game with a controller. It's a little bit difficult, but you can play with a controller. I've played it with a controller with X-Padder, and it's actually kind of fun. And no, okay, so we're gonna resume game. Alright, so this is Sin's character. And it's kind of badass. I think she said it used to be modeled after Tank Girl. It's kind of cool. I like the guns. Actually, let me see. Okay, so we're going to start with this part. Let's get into the interface part now for your clothing and armor. Up here is basically your titles that you get as you level up. You can check your character statistics, which is kind of nice. You can go into gear management. This is where you want to set up certain types of gear here, and you can switch them on the fly, which I believe is pretty cool. I don't really deal with that because I find it annoying as shit, but I guess it is useful for people who run a lot of dungeons. Dressing room. Here's the part that a lot of people enjoy. You have a whole bunch of different options for your entire character. So let's see here. Face. What's she got? Aviator shades black. Double click. They're equipped. There you go. Does she have anything for her neck? Bandana. That looks terrible. Wow. They really coded that wrong. And I think that's a membership item. I'm going to wear that anyway. Why not? What we got for the chest? Bikini top. Rogue Mechanics blouse. Damn, she doesn't really have a whole lot of clothing yet. Let's just keep that stupid bikini top, I guess. Punk leather. Yeah, gotta wear the punk leather jacket. Okay, she looks kind of punk now. Let's go with that. Barring aside, dress up is one of the main features of this game. Is you can wear pretty much anything, and there's a lot more clothing options than that, by the way. Also, uniforms. You can unlock uniforms as you play. As you rank up throughout the game, this is where your main uniforms will all go. These little yellow things here are pretty much this game's version of faction levels. I think there's 13 in total for all factions, and every level brings you a new little bonus to your character, and you will get cool things like this. For your AP, your abilities, there are certain builds that when you get so many skills in certain sets, you will unlock set clothing, which is kind of nice. I'll get into that after as well. So, back to gear. So this here is basically your armor and your weapons in a nutshell. I have no idea. Oh, that's your auxiliary. Derp. There is 3 tiers basically for your armor. You have your head tier. You have your major, which consists of a ring, a necklace, and a bracelet. You have your minor, which have your... God, what is that called? Oh, luck. Sorry, luck talisman. You get your waist talisman, which is your belts and shit, and then you get your occult talismans. When it comes to gear, there's 3 different types. Does she have anything? Let's see here. Your first type, you got your QL0, which are your common weapons. QL levels range from 0 to 10. There are 4 different colors that I know of. White, green, which is your uncommon, your blues, which are your rare, and purples, which are, I'm not sure the technical name, but we'll call them epic for, the sake of it. There are different stats on different talismans depending on your role. So I deal mostly DPS, so I use a lot of attack rating, critical rating, health. Healers can get more heal rating, which are great. And just so you know, there is and there isn't the whole holy trinity in this game as well. Not as you would see in the traditional sense. There are tanky characters. There are characters that heal and can still do awesome DPS. Nice. And then you get your weapons, which you can have 2 weapons at a time, which really, really kicks ass. Because this is a modern game, you do have a lot of gunplay. But there's also magic and melee weapons, which all coincide with different builds. So, alright, what am I at? I think she's mostly guns right now. Assault rifle? Yeah. Alright, so let's get into the skills, which is, I believe... Nope. Okay, there we go. So, as you level up in this game, and I can't say level up because there are no levels in this game. I repeat, there are no levels. Your HP is all dependent on what stats are on your gear. That's basically it. It's all gear-based. So, these are the things that you can level up. As you level up again, I hate using that term, but I don't know another word to use for it. You get skill points and ability points. Skill points are used for your weapons and your talismans. For example, I should not be able to equip any of these, or any of these, or any of these until I put a 1 in that skill. So, for example, let's see here. Assault rifle. Damn, she's already almost maxed. Which, by the way, you can do this. You can max out any skills you want from the very get-go. You can build the way you want, how you want, when you want. It's all up to you in the style play. The assault rifle, okay, it's recommended when you do pick a weapon, build 1. Don't do damage and support 1 and 1, 1 and 1. It's not really productive, and it doesn't really do anything for you. Build up one of them, get it to about 10, and you can use the highest rated weapons. And then, I mean, you can run around as like a noob with a high rated weapon as long as you have these points filled in. Talismans, these are a little bit more of a pain in the ass to level up because of the fact that this is your armor, and you can only go as far as your armor will take you. So level them up as you see fit, which ones you see as a more beneficial. I believe head talismans, God, I forget how that works. I think head talismans have a higher concentration of stats, but still, try to even them out. So right now, Sin has shotgun and pistol started, or assault rifle started. A good tree, actually, for newbie beginners. This is a very good tree for starter healers. You can keep yourself alive very, very well with an assault rifle build. I believe blade as well. Hammer class, I believe that is tankier. I believe blood, assault rifle, and blade are your healing classes, and I believe stuff like shotgun, chaos, elemental are DPS, I'm pretty sure. God, I can't remember now, it's been so long. It's been a long time. But this is what I know from memory, at least. And this game has changed quite a bit since then, so I mean, it could be all different by now. So, AP, this is the other thing. When you, this little bar down here, it's hard to see, your XP bar, every time you level up, you should get AP. I believe it goes 2 or 3 AP for every 1 skill point. So this is your wheel. This is the big motherfucker that you're going to be working on the entire time. There are, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18 inner wheel. Then you have a shit ton of outer wheel. Then you have misc, which are basically your heal, DPS, and tanking extras. Right now she's focused on assault rifles. She's got them both done. As you level these up, you will unlock new abilities, and they start out with really cheap. See how military code is 1 and experience is 7 AP, which is really, really easy. But when you jump up to this tier, which is your main tier, you start getting stuff like 50 AP. That's pretty high. It looks like she's trying to build the necromancer, which is a... Okay, this is the other term that I was looking for. It's called a deck. Dick? Did I really just say dick? I meant deck. Like a card deck. A deck consists of your equipped actives and equipped passives. Depending on what abilities you equip, you can make customized decks that are done by the developers. And when you build one of these decks, you get the outfit that's listed. So let's see here. Starter deck. If she were to go and do fist, and I believe that's chaos. Nope, blood magic, sorry. If she were to put these both together, she would get this outfit. Because she's already done the first layer of blood magic, she should have that hoodie by now. So one bonus to leveling, unlocking everything is the fact that you get more clothing that you can wear. It's kind of badass bonus. I'm going to go back down to Necromancer because that's the one she started with. Your abilities are interchangeable on the fly, by the way. For example, if I didn't want this, I can take that out and say put Transfuse Anima down there. This is all your actives, your main skills for attacking. I don't actually want that. I want, what do we got here? Shot of Anima. That heals. Let's just do that because that's another heal. That looks good. So that's basically your ability points and your skill points in a nutshell. Yay! I have no idea how long this video is running. I'm going to be cutting and equipping, and like I said, it's probably going to be a two-part video because there's a lot to cover in this game. Alright, let me just go back here. Oops. L. Nope. M. Okay, there we go. Here's your map. Your map is kind of cool. This is where you are. This is main characters that you want to visit. I think, yeah, these guys are people that usually give you quests. These little blue dots are actually markers that you can add yourself. So say if I want to, add a marker here. Hard enemies. Look at that. See? And I believe you can delete that anytime you want by right-clicking. This is the first map. There are, I think, 3 zones currently, each with 3 zones within those zones. Zoneception. Otherwise, there's not a whole lot to the map. It's pretty standard. The X's are usually mission goals. It doesn't show where your entrances and exits are, so you have to actually pay attention to them. Oh, there it is right there. Resurrection point. And I think that's basically the basic interface. Okay, so I want to go into here. Okay. So it looks all good so far. I'm not going to mess around with her skills. Okay, now let's get down to the meat and potatoes. I just want to make sure there's nothing else that I'm missing. Oh, these are your status effects down here. These will tell you when you're burning and under certain kind of influences. Your chat messages. Excuse me. Wow. You can pick up your tells. You can check out your combat action or combat messages, which is nice. Tells you where you fucked up. Up here is your quest tier. Up here is your mini map. You can change the time to be local time or server time. This here, you can zoom out and in. Mine's a little bit clustered because I guess she has so many side things up there. Scroll this back down. Do a nice thing. This button here opens your map, of course. This button here should take you to the PvP screen. There are 3 different modes of PvP, but I will get into that later. And I think that's basically it. You get your menu up here, which is, you can get into anything you like. Delivered items, which is for the shop. Your item store, which I'm going to tell you right now you can't access until you pass the tutorial missions. And I think that's basically it. Oh, she's running an XP potion. What an idiot. Okie dokie. World domination, this buff down here. If your team is kicking ass in PvP, because it's a faction versus faction game, you get bonuses throughout the world, like XP gain increase, critical chance increase, damage increase, healing increase, blah 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 blah. And there's 3 different battlegrounds. So as long as you're dominating, at least one of them, you will get some bonuses. I turned on my latency meter to show if I'm getting... How the hell is that guy up there? I don't know how he got up there, but that was kind of weird. Anyway. Okay. Sorry, I wrote down a list of things I wanted to talk about. I got the graphics out, I got the AP and SP pretty much out of the way. There we go, quest log. Okay. Over here is basically your quest log. You can run the red quest is the main quest. You can run one of those at a time. If you decide to pick up another one, then you have to drop that. The red quest, there also is another quest that's yellow. Those are information / what do they call them? Not detective, investigation quest. They are the same exact thing as a main mission. It doesn't matter about the color, they will disappear. Then you have your story missions. These are basically the main thing that propels you through every map. As you go on, you will uncover what's going on in the world and why you were recruited, blah 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 blah. Dungeon missions. You get these whenever you go into a dungeon. You complete the dungeon, you get a bunch of XP rewards, blah blah blah, which is always a bonus. And then you have side missions. Throughout the world, you're going to find, actually, if I go back into the map, see how they all say sides? That's because throughout the world there's little side missions scattered around as you're walking around. for one instance. Let's see if I can remember. Where is a good one? I believe it's this side mission here in the graveyard. When you go into the graveyard, you will see a side mission, a piece of paper on the ground, and you read it, and it says something like a bunch of zombies have risen all over the place, and it's your job to go and hunt them all over the place. So you go and kill those missions, and they don't yield as much of a reward, but they are kind of fun to do. They're actually more fun than some of the main missions. Side missions consist of anything from killing shit to delivering items to collecting things. You name it. It's standard MMO. Alright, so your movement is all WASD. Typical mouse. You can go into free aim mode where you don't actually have to hold down any buttons, and then it'll feel more like a... There we go. Feel kind of like a shooter. This is going to be needed if you actually play, you know, with a controller, which you can do if you program it with XPad, or you can go on Google and find out the proper settings. But I'm going to get out of that because I don't like that. So, let's go on our way. Alright. Okay. I will say that the combat animations are severely lacking in this game. The animations are kind of ugly sometimes. I mean, the graphics look... I like the graphics in this game. They're kind of nice. But as you can see, you do have some issues like skating on the ground for no reason. The overall... It's very blocky and rigid. But I'm getting myself kind of mixed up here. Okay, factions. There are 3 factions in this game. You have the Illuminati, which their home team color is blue. You have the Dragon, which are Asian, and their home color is green. And then you have the Templar, which are based in London, and their team color is red. Illuminati, I forgot to say, are based in New York, and if you're wondering, they are all exactly what they sound. I don't know much about the Dragon, but the Illuminati and the Templar are exactly what they sound like. Exactly. Kill this guy. Bam. There's some lag in here for some reason. So the whole goal is, you know, the Illuminati, Templars, and all that have been at war for so many hundreds of years, and blah blah blah. That's great. The secret world, in a sense, is built up off of the myths of all real life things you've ever heard of. I'm actually surprised Slender Man's not in here. That'd be kind of cool, but he's not in here, thankfully. New myth doesn't count, but myths like vampires, zombies, cool Lovecraftian shit, Cthulhu. These guys down here, these guys are all based on Lovecraft stuff. There is stuff based on hell. There's Egyptian myths. There are urban legends. Like, this game covers a wide range of stuff, and a lot of the stuff you find in missions can be found in historical, or not historical, I guess, urban legends. And it's one of the things that draws me to this game. There's a lot of heavy references to both Lovecraft and Stephen King. Actually, I believe this hometown right here is very Stephen King influenced. Alright, I'm going to get up and we're going to start doing some missions here. Okay, zombies. Oh, here's something to show you. See the little dots above their names, how they're green? Actually, I'm going to slow these motherfuckers down. Alright, obviously red means hostile. They will attack you out of nowhere. The little green dots up here means that they are weak. I believe white means your skill level, yellow means higher than you, red means deadly, blue means semi-weak, I believe, and then, yeah. The little three dots clustered together means they're a pack animal. They will attack you in groups. If it's a solid dot, it means that they come at you by themselves. Skulls are usually mini bosses or really tough characters, and I think crowns are actual bosses. Okay, so how do you play this game? questing hubs are basically found out throughout the entire game. You do get some guidance, but not a whole lot. Your basic guidance is all based off of your mission goals, which are down here. This is usually your story mission goal. You follow that. That is your main entire whole thing. As long as you follow that, you shouldn't have a problem finding quests. In your mini-map, look for these guys. You find these little guys down here, you're going to find some missions to run. Missions are the same standard crap that you'd find anywhere else. The nice thing is you don't have to actually go back to the mission hub. You can do your mission, you'll get a cell phone call, and ta-da, you're done. Oh, I got sidetracked again. When it comes to the story, the basic gist of it is it's based off of the old center of the world tree. God, I can't remember the name of that. Oh, hold on, I think I hear his phone. Alright, I had to cut the video because I got a phone call. Anyway, so the basic gist of the whole game is you're at home one night and a magical bee flies into your mouth and you swallow it and you get magical powers, which is actually based off a real mythological legend. It's an actual, something from history that you can actually go on and Google, learn about bees having magical powers, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, so once you get this thing, you're recruited by one of the three factions, whatever one you choose. They take you, kidnap you, train you, and you're now an agent for their whatever they want. You get around to different areas via the World Tree or the Tree of Life, which is another awesome myth you want to look into. It's about a big giant tree that supports the heavens and connects everything together. See, they work all this cool little shit in. So anyway, from there, you learn about this really crazy, insane substance called the Filth, which is like this black tarish shit that is trying to corrupt everything, including the World Tree. So your job is to go through the game and discover why this is happening and see how you can stop it and all that good shit, all at the same time while doing missions for your secret faction, keeping things down. Your first mission takes you here to Kingsmouth, which is, I believe this part of the map is mostly focused on Lovecraft lore. And you go around, you help all the, regular townsfolk and solve the mystery why you were sent here in the first place. You know what? I think I'm actually going to cut that here because that's the first part of the whole video. And then I'm going to jump into the actual gameplay in the next video. Alright, so I will see you guys in a minute. Cool.